Stop doing anything.
No, you not. Nigga, we stopped right now. We not moving.
No, we're definitely moving. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, okay.
No, when you go to sleep.
You're moving.
Not all the time. Nope, not all the
That's
time.
called sleep apnea. You need to get that checked out. Right.
No, with sleep apnea, you just stop breathing. You can still be moving.
I mean,
What I'm saying, you don't stop.
you
You-
don't.
And when you stop, you're done.
No.
Okay.
What about people in a coma? They stop.
No, they're
No.
still breathing.
Yeah, like their body is still functional. Like your body will never be at.
Okay,
still
well, if that's the
because
case,
your
when
blood
you
is
die,
still-
your hair still grows.
What does it got to do with anything?
It's still moving.
Hey, bro, we're on land sharks. It's like if a shark stops, he dies. If we stop, we die.
I just told you, if you die, your hair keeps growing.
That has nothing to do with anything. Like, what does that got
That
to
means
do?
you're it's still growing.
Well, then you're still alive. I don't know what to tell you.
I was just-
until that stops.
Yeah,
Until
until
you-
yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is, have you seen hair grow from a dead person? Or
I
did
ain't
somebody
never-
tell you this?
I mean, I ain't never went and looked at it to see if this is an actual thing, but this is what I've been
What I'm
told.
saying is,
I mean, if that's with anything, you just have to take somebody's word for it. Who's
No.
actually saying
So do you,
true?
you expect-
That's you. You definitely do not have to take nobody's word for it. You are absolutely right.
One to the motherfucking two to the motherfucking three. The sound of the boom is sweating your heart like a mystery. Could be the best of rumination in 93. Then JG is gonna start.
Okay, welcome to another episode of the Unapologetically Masculine Light Sauce Podcast. I am your host, Grizzly, and we got my boy to my right, Scotty Ferrari, and we got the fat boy over there in the corner. Waymo, say what's up to the people.
Yeah, Scotty didn't say. I ain't saying.
He don't never
he
say
didn't give
anything.
me a chance to say.
Well, say hello then, nigga.
What's up? I mean, a little space.
A little space. A little space is all you need.
Just a little.
Yeah, don't you tap that phone too many times. They can hear that.
Can they?
Yeah.
Okay, but I just want to read.
Oh, okay. Now you want to read.
I could read. I almost said
You went to
something.
Washington High. But
Yes.
no truth.
And you went to Westlake.
Yeah, we're way better.
Says you.
It says the world.
Not the world. The world don't know y'all.
Oh, they do.
Where they know you from?
They know more of us than they do of Washington.
They don't know y'all.
Oh, they do.
Says who?
Says everybody.
Tupac.
Tupac know you?
Yeah.
He was dead.
No, they don't.
And he died.
Tupac back.
He's so you meet Mills? So you did a boyfriend.
Whoa.
How did you get that from
Whoa.
that?
Because he was on
Whoa.
that song.
But
That's his song. Tupac back.
Whoa.
bro, I'm pretty sure other people have used that. It's just
Not as a song title.
what?
Man. If Diddy would
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Wayne do something on the Tupac back beat?
Probably so.
I don't know. But I still feel like you did it, boy.
Yeah, you just wanted me to be gay for some reason. That's why
I didn't want it for you.
That's
I
exactly
didn't
where
want
your
it.
mind went.
I didn't want it for you.
You didn't bypass like
I didn't want it for you.
If Diddy went to school, it definitely would have been Washington. We just gonna put it out there.
No, the Westlake definitely has more homos.
debatable.
Very debatable.
Okay. Who's going to debate it?
You can't.
You are
Yeah,
right
you talking about, yeah.
Like it's 2 against 1 right now.
Yeah,
so
you're a loser.
I mean, this doesn't solve the argument, though. 'Cause
It absolutely did because majority rules.
Yeah, yeah. 66.6%.
But last week, he was
Aye.
definitely gay. So,
Last week is last week. It didn't even happen.
and you said you'll
You don't have to
rape
drink.
somebody.
Yeah, that was under extreme.
I didn't have to, but I did.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
I
for
did.
another show. But we
The
can
way-
talk about that again on air. But yeah, you ain't gonna mix it in. Like I'm just.
You can't tell me what I'm going to mix in.
You're right, because it is your show. But
Right,
it's
right,
on your
right.
show.
This guy's just taking cheap shots.
Well, let's start with the mental health check-in. Scotty, how you feeling today?
Man, good but not good.
Why good but not good?
I'm good because I just said fuck it. But
Okay.
not good because stuff be happening. But it's stuff that I can't control. I just feel stuck. And I want to be unstuck. But I'm where I'm supposed to be. So it's good.
That's a great way to look at it. You are where you are is where you're supposed to be at right now. and when you move, it'll be time to move. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Waymo, I know you good.
No, he got something to say.
I ain't got nothing to say. Don't about listen.
No. Oh,
Every time with this, nobody listen.
he's not unapologetically masculine. He sounds like a little bitch over there.
That's fine.
Yeah, medium bitch.
Now he a big bitch, but it's still
Large
bitchy.
bitch. Yeah.
Large, extra large. That nigga extra large.
Supersize if you gonna play me, player.
Whatever.
Bitch.
I was on your team until you did that.
You clearly wasn't on my team.
Touche.
Well, me, I am feeling great. My baby birthday was 2 days ago. She just turned 1. And my
Happy
other
birthday.
baby birthday is tomorrow, and she'll be 10.
Happy
birthday.
So I'm feeling great right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
That little heifer is expensive.
Why would you
The
call it
the
him?
big one, because she didn't know what she wanted to do for her birthday, and she said, "Oh, I want to go to Andretti's." Andretti's, cool. I could do Andretti's. She changed her mind. She said, "I don't want to go to Andretti's. I want to have a birthday dinner." You know, what this heifer Googled for her birthday dinner to find a location. She Googled most expensive steakhouse near me,
Wow.
and she's 10.
But wow.
I just want to know what came up.
The wording.
That's what
The
well,
verbiage.
it's Stony River is where she's going.
Okay.
Right. But just the fact that most expensive steakhouse and you 10 showed the level of
Intellect.
or insanity, because based on the level of money you think that I have,
Yeah, she put some thought into it.
yeah,
It wasn't just
watching
random.
too much goddamn YouTube. That's what that is.
Yeah, no, I understand your
You
frustration.
just setting her up for the world, brother. You setting up for the world. Not making it easy.
I get it, but goodness, make it easy on me. Shit. But
Chick-fil-A.
right,
got
let's
to.
do the Andretti's. Goddamn.
Right.
Whew, cause I was just thinking about it, like so many people that I would have to pay for. Whew.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. But let's get into this bullshit topic, right? So I was scrolling the internets and came across a post of actress Vivica Fox, who is now 60 years old, and she says she is finally ready to settle down, and she's accepting husband/boyfriend applications because now she's ready to be a wife. How y'all feel about that?
I have a shit-eating grin on my face right now. I can't say it's hilarious because it's real life, right? And I guess she really feels this way, but the cliche is check the friend zone. Like, she could have figured that out at least 10, 15 years ago about who...
She could have figured this out 40 years ago. I'm pretty
Look,
sure this
I'm trying to
woman
give her
could
some
have
leeway.
been married a
I'm trying
long
to give her
time
some
ago.
leeway. But, yeah, the ship has sailed.
I mean, I'm sure there's a guy willing to take Vivica at 60 and make her a wife, right? But the thing about that
How long?
is, how long a marriage is lasting nowadays anyway, right?
So
but I'm
it's
sure
understood.
she'll find someone to make her a wife because she wants to be married. So now the standards that she had at 25, 30, 35, I'm pretty sure they're a little bit lower now at 60, right?
I don't
You don't think so?
know.
I think they are, because now she wants to be a wife. So, but I thought she was married one time. Was she?
I
Was
just
she?
have to respectfully disagree because it's really never been up to her if she gets married. That's not the woman's choice.
Touche.
Um,
She can ask.
I mean, no, I understand where you're going in terms of what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure she's been asked to be married before. Because I thought she was married one time, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a job for Googles.
Yeah, I think it was the dude. I think she used to call him 6'7" or some shit like that.
Ask Jeeves.
He's an ass. You might as well go to Benji. Does anybody use Benji anymore? Hold on. That's my boss. Hold on.
Terrible.
Right. So, but I think she's been married before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she has been.
Okay. So, what is the difference in her now saying she's ready to be a wife versus when she actually was a wife?
That's a better question because I got nothing on that. I haven't had a chance to ponder on it. So if I do, it's going to take longer than this is going to last.
I'm just saying, like, what? Like, why do you think she feels she's ready now versus then? Probably because she was still
because she's lonely.
But she was probably lonely way before now.
And she, but I'm saying, like, then I'm pretty sure she was still trying to get a hold of her career, and she was trying to become Vivica Fox.
No.
Versus.
No, she was still hot. So
Yeah.
she still could use her little play toys. You know what I mean? Omar and all them and hop around. Now she's getting old and saggy. She got to settle down because nobody won't play with that no more.
I mean, she a little puffy now.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely puffy.
Yeah.
But it's
not old Vivica, bro. No one's willing to just jump in line.
She definitely not Vivica from Two Can Play That Game.
Not even close.
Definitely not that. It was one scene in that movie that's the only scene that I care to watch, honestly. Like the part with her and Morris Chestnut where they was laying on the sofa and she laying on top of him and he gripped her butt and his like fingers like went into her butt cheeks. I was like, man, that like the softest ass ever.
You taking us back to your masturbation? Nobody want to hear what you jack off to.
Don't tell me what to tell people to jack off about, fatty.
But yeah, no, she's running out. She's desperate.
You think she's running out of time?
Oh, definitely.
You think Vivica hits the wall?
Oh, fuck yeah. She doesn't smack the hell out of her.
I think the wall is like just as undefeated as water in boxes.
And time.
Touche.
Yeah.
Well, the wall is time.
Yeah. I'm like, time. You can't. Like, you know, niggas talk about, oh, time. Like LeBron, oh, he's time. Like, yeah. Eventually, you got to slow down. Like you said, it's going to happen. And she puffy as hell right now. Like, so she is not 30-year-old Vivica, 25-year-old Vivica, not even fucking 40-year-old Vivica.
So do you think if she did stay married and was the same person that she is right now, would that have caused him to leave the relationship or be an issue in the relationship?
I can't speak to that because I don't know how she was or what made the relationship that they had dissolve, right? Mm-hmm. I can only speculate as to like maybe she was just really into trying to develop her career, and that's what would make a man feel neglected and be like, you know what, I can't deal with you not being able to take care of me in a way that I feel I need to be taken care of.
Oh no, I mean that's definitely the underlining of every relationship. I think even of unspoken, everybody feels the exact same way that you just said.
Yeah.
Like that's how they want their relationships to be. But yeah. I'm more so like, do you think her physical appearance, like do you think somebody's physical appearance will actually cause a rift from a male's point of view?
When I hear dudes talk about that, like on other podcasts and stuff like that, and what I hear of high value men, in air quotes, high value men.
Yeah, I don't even want to take no more.
That is definitely a thing.
I don't want the red pill take. I just want yours.
Right. Okay. I'm saying me personally, if I'm in a relationship with a woman, I know her body's gonna change over time. Okay. Right. Me personally, so that's not a thing for me. Right. But of the high value men.
Yeah, we're not talking about those guys right now.
I'm just an old regular guy.
Look,
man.
Me too, and I just want to have a regular conversation.
Right. So what I feel is no, like over time I know your body's gonna change. I don't expect you to be, if I meet you at 130, I don't expect you to be 130 15 years later. I don't expect you to be 150 by the time we 20 years in. That's not my expectation.
Yeah, no, I dig that.
You see what I'm saying?
That's I would think, a realistic outlook on the situation.
Right, because over time, even my body's gonna change for better or for worse, depending on how I'm feeling about myself. You see what I'm saying?
So physical changes are acceptable
To me, yes.
Yeah. So what about like behavioral? Like, what type of behavioral changes are acceptable or expected in a relationship?
Now, behavioral changes should be, well, in order to be married personally, right? I like the things that I know now as a 43-year-old man almost. Your behavior should be that becoming of a woman, right? Which you should be respectful. That's the number one thing for me is respect, right? As long as you're respectful, I can deal with everything else. You see what I'm saying? So
It's a pretty low bar there, brother.
no, because respect is going to encompass everything.
Okay, it does, but at the same time, the disrespect can be just as heavy or heavier than the respect.
No, because if you respect me, you won't disrespect me. You see what I'm saying?
Respect doesn't speak for sexual and or financial things also. So it's just
Okay, so what's your take
of what I want.
of behavioral changes in a relationship?
I mean, there shouldn't be any behavior change. I'm confused. What are we saying?
I mean, just as people, like, you're gonna change.
And you're going to grow. You're going to learn some
Yeah.
new stuff, and you're going to have to forget some old stuff.
But does that
some-
ever change the core of you? Like, I mean,
Yeah, hell yeah. You growing definitely can change the core of you, especially if you had to unlearn some shit from your past.
I guess that will go down to your belief system. Like, what is
Yeah.
your core belief system? Because I don't think it would change the core of you, but at the same time, you're saying you can change the core.
Absolutely, because and the reason I say that, right? Because let's say you meet a woman who grew up as a Christian. She marries a Muslim man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
so those core beliefs have to change because it's not the same type of relationship.
Well, no, there's still just a core belief in God. It's just the difference.
No, but I'm talking about the
Saying-
cultures.
Yeah, no, and I understand that, but the core belief is just to believe in something higher. So that's
But no, I'm
easier.
talking. I ain't talking about the religious aspect, right? I'm talking about the cultural aspect of the people,
Yeah.
right? Like, so a Christian man is not gonna be the same as a Muslim man. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
but how often do those situations actually survive? Like, how many times have you heard of people actually transitioning or abiding to the other culture that they adapt to where it runs seamlessly?
Yeah.
That's always the stopping point in most
happens a
Yeah,
lot.
I ain't gonna say run
Wait.
seamlessly.
It happens a lot.
I haven't seen- I have not
it.
I've seen people convert and be cool with what they converted to. I've seen that.
For a relationship.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen it. I haven't seen it work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see people attempt, but that's always a
Well,
stopping point.
again, we going into like how many relationships actually work anyway.
Yeah, not like, but
you see
that was
what
the
I'm
question. That
Right, like,
even
so-
with that included. Like,
But I've seen where people have taken on the other religion, right? The relationship doesn't work, but they still stay in that religion.
Yeah, no,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
so
I can attest to that too. I've seen that.
yeah,
firsthand.
so they changed their core belief system and followed the religion that they took upon anew. You see what I'm saying? So that changes the core of you as a person.
yeah,
I would love it because hell, like I say, majority of the time, even most of the famous examples you see, it doesn't happen. Like even money and fame couldn't keep Ali. What was his second wife or his first wife, who wasn't Muslim? It was his first.
It was the
wife.
first one.
Yeah, who wasn't? It couldn't even keep her in the faith. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like no, at the core of this, I don't believe what y'all doing. So,
Right, so she didn't believe, so it wasn't. So she wasn't gonna go.
And if,
you see what I'm
the
saying?
core of you don't believe something, you know what I'm saying? So
Right, so that, but like, so she never changed her core.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we talking about people that actually.
it's like
But I'm
a-
saying you can't. That's
Nah,
what I'm saying.
what I would describe it in levels. Like the level 1 is the core I think you're talking about, and the level 2 is the core that I think you're talking about. Level 1 is just the belief in God.
Yes.
Just, there's something bigger, cool. He's like, then you got the Muslim side, then you got the Christian side. Those can be interchanged. But the core belief that there's something bigger is the level one. Like, it's just
a
that,
God.
that's there. Like, ain't nothing changing when I go up to this level. If I go this way, like, it don't matter which way I go. Anywhere from here, like, this is always home.
Yeah, I find it very hard. Even just go with like an atheist and anybody that believes. Like, I don't think that will work. I don't think you can change the core of not believing. You know what I'm saying? And you damn sure it's hard to convert somebody who believes into saying, nah, that shit ain't there.
Well, it's hard to convert. It's hard to convert people anyway.
Right.
That's why I ain't in the business of trying to change nobody's mind.
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Yeah, because either you rock with what I rock with or you don't.
Yeah.
And even if I fuck with you enough that it don't matter what you believe, then that is what it
Yeah,
is
I'm
too.
about to say, so they gotta
Yeah.
believe what you
You see,
believe.
no, not necessarily.
Alright.
Because my beliefs is a little. I don't think most people believe what I believe. You see what I'm saying?
Even though
So-
we think similarly, like, we're all different.
Yeah, and I didn't even take into account the other factors that you brought up, the financial and the sexual, behavioral. I ain't even take none of that into account when I was speaking about respect. So yeah, that those are good factors because but sexually you probably gonna change too, right? Financially you should get better. You shouldn't get worse financially over time. You shouldn't. You see what I'm saying? These are things that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't get worse financially, but that also depends on the type of person you are at your core and what you have now. Like if we start out broke and we get money, then you probably, if you want, like, depends on the kind of person you are. If you want to keep up with everybody else, then your financial habits will probably get worse. You see what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't think money would change my spending habits because I have a fear of being broke.
But that's what I'm saying. That's because that's at the core of you. Even when
Yeah.
somebody broke, if
Yeah.
they want to be rich, then once they get rich, they're going to do the shit they wanted to do. So is that the core?
I
of
don't
you?
think so.
What?
No,
Why would
I
you-
said I don't think because what I'm saying is people that have a fear of being broke don't spend money once they get it.
Yeah, that's because that's at the core. You hear me? You're right, because that's at the core of you. So no matter how much money you get, the base of you will always stay there. That would never change. A person who's been broke who can't spend, they just can't spend. But at the core of them, they want to blow money, and once they get it, you will see that. That's why I say it's hard to change the core of a person. It just isn't revealed.
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm not saying it's not hard, but I'm saying it is possible. You see what I'm saying? And it just depends on how much you got, how much respect you have for the other person, right? Because my beliefs, like I'm not an atheist, right? But I'm not a Bible thumper, right? I'm not a person that's I'm a Christian. I don't consider myself. I consider myself a spiritualist. I just believe in God. I don't believe the whole Jesus story. And people look at me weird when I say that. My thing is, like I say,
You're weird for not being weird.
I say this to people all the time. You make a choice to believe whatever you believe, right? And so people are like, what you mean? I don't have a choice. You definitely have a choice. And I think everything we do in life is based on choice.
Yeah, man,
Right.
damn. People get mad at me because I said slavery is a choice. I mean, I agreed when they said slavery was a choice. I agree. Everything-
I didn't understand that concept when he said it, but
It took a second to sink in.
because you definitely have another option, right? Either if your choices are slavery or death. If you choose slavery, then you choose slavery.
Yeah.
Because you could just as easily choose death.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's definitely a choice. But I don't even know if that whole slavery thing was as like
Yeah,
they.
you got to get back in the
Yeah, that's a whole different.
Yeah.
That's a whole different topic. Well, that one to take a whole nother turn right there.
It's oh goodness, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think we may need to make that one the topic because we definitely have a different view of that. Because I called him talking about that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, get back in the
but yeah, back to Vivica. I don't think at the time when she was married the first time, I don't think she was ready to be a wife because she was still trying to find Vivica. And now I think, like you said, she's lonely and she wants a companion.
Yeah.
But those options are probably gonna be limited.
Well, they slim.
Yeah.
So she got to lower her standards. That's what I'm saying.
I would think that's a realistic view, but I also think she's of the mindset to where she doesn't have to change her standards to get what she wants. So I think that's a battle within itself.
But to his point, right, the core, I think she'll flex it to get to the point she wants to get to, but at the end of the day, she'll still be who she is because that's how most people operate. Most people, you don't meet the real them initially anyway.
Which is weird. I guess that's why I always feel like when I come to a proverbial table, I already got everything on the table. Now, when we start taking stuff off, don't expect it to show back up. So you can come empty-handed with your walls up, and then when I start taking shit off the table, don't look at me weird like, hey, where did it go? You didn't ever put it on the table. So I took mine off.
You never match my table.
There you go.
Oh, so you believe in matching energy?
In certain situations, and other, it's a balance, and I think I think the core of everybody kind of knows when they've tipped the scales or when I went too far on either the too mean side or the too nice side.
And that's the thing with modern relationships, in my opinion, right? I don't think that they're based on what people say that they're based on, right? They're based. Relationships are based in a power dynamic, right? So, all right, okay. So let's get into the real shit, right? The real shit is the delusions in the dating market, right? And like I was just saying, relationships are based in a power dynamic, and women now in 2024 want to have the upper hand. Right?
Yeah.
They say they want to be equal, but they don't want to be equal because they want to be better. And the reason it sounds weird is because if you meet a woman, you'll ask her what her requirements are. They'll pick a man who's better than them in every aspect, and then say that we're the same. But you chose me because I was better than you.
But that mean the same.
Yeah, that's whole math.
Oh, I don't care who math it is.
That's whole math. If I'm taller than you, stronger than you, smarter than you,
what Vicky Valancourt say?
You can't
that's
tell
just
me
what it's gonna be.
You can't tell me we equal.
They can say it. I'm just gonna say don't believe it, because they gonna say it. Just don't believe it.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
It's asinine.
Yeah, it's illogical.
It's a true contradiction.
Yeah, but I also come across dudes that are delusional as well in this dating market, right? Because most of the time, I watch a lot of podcasts. I rarely watch TV and listen to
Podcast is TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, that's your form of entertainment, right? It's not for everybody, but your form of entertainment now is probably podcast. Podcast basically talk radio. That's all it is, right? So now, as an older guy, this is what old people used to do: listen to talk radio. I'm like, God damn, what a music at!
Well, I remember my dad used to listen to Braves games. That used to kill me. I used to listen to them talk about them playing.
Right? See what I'm saying? But I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I hear a lot of dudes speak from a perspective of not an average man, right?
Even though they're below average.
And that's why I find it hard to take a lot of people serious, because you got a lot of below average people telling average people that being average is bad.
So I guess at some point in time, when you're on whatever platform, you have to decide: are you going to be a part of the creator part, or are you going to be a consumer? And I'm always under the impression that everybody on these platforms are creators, but I forget that I'm also a consumer.
Right, but the way that I look at the podcast part, right, is everybody's just trying to sell something.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of times I don't even think people believe half the shit they say. They just have an audience that they have to pander to. And so those are the roles they have to play. Yeah. Because if you look at niggas' real life, like y'all niggas not really like that. You see what I'm saying? because it's from you talking from a perspective of I'm better than most people, but then you don't want to interact with most people because you'll find out that y'all pretty much the same.
It sounds like OnlyFans content creators saying that they don't need men, but majority of their consumer base is men.
Not majority. Yeah, we can't say 100%, so we have to say majority.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost like 98% men.
I would even say 99.
Yeah, you can say yeah, we can almost say all, but you have to account for those outliers.
It's just is it that people don't think or they don't think too deeply?
I think everybody is searching for something and they don't know what it is because they don't know how to make it make sense.
So is it just like a level of comfort that people get with a thought and just like, I'm cool with that, like, I'm not going to go any deeper, like that works for me right there?
Yeah, because that can make it easy. If I can take what I already believe and just live in that, then that makes it easy, right? So if me as a man, if I say all women ain't shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then if I'm with a woman and I'm looking for it, it gives me a sense of comfort when I know that she gonna fuck up. So it allows for me to fuck up too.
That's diabolical. Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I know, if I'm coming into it saying this hoe ain't shit, she gonna fuck up. And then any slight thing that I feel that's disrespectful to me is her fucking up. Now I don't feel bad about doing what I was doing.
You're validating your already preconceived notions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called confirmation bias.
Yeah, and that's majority of people on the internet. Mm-hmm. That is definitely, because even Google searches, like, it's gonna yield your results based on stuff they know you've searched already. Mm-hmm. So it's still you that search. It gets deep, but
that's why people look at women weird for trying to follow the zodiac, right? Mm-hmm. Because literally all you're telling me is this is what you're looking for me to do.
Yeah.
So if I do that once, I confirmed your already preconceived notion of me, well, your bias, right?
Yeah.
Like, I hear a lot of women say, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm freaky. And I'd be like, what you think freaky is? Because your freaky might not be my freaky.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not a Scorpio, but you see what I'm saying?
Man, this ties into why I don't like telling people what I do for work, because I feel like you're just waiting to see how to treat me.
Oh, that's most people. Most people judge you based on
like
what you tell them.
You know what I tell people now? They ain't hiring. So, like,
that's funny.
What I do, I'm just letting you know. Like,
I learned that a long time ago. I learned that a long time ago. Not even with the job title, right? Mm-hmm. This was a long time ago. What did I do? Where was I? I don't even remember what I was doing. But I went through a phase where I just used to like to put on dress clothes, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I would just put on some nice shoes, some slacks, a button-up shirt, and a tie randomly. Mm-hmm. And just call it what you like. But I just so happened one day to put on, I dress up, and I went in the mall, and I was going in the shoe store. And as soon as I walked in the shoe store, the dude looked at me and he was on the phone. He was like, I'm going to call you back. How you doing, sir? You see what I'm saying? If I was dressed in my regular everyday, it wouldn't have been the same.
Ironically, that's why I dress the way that I dress. Because I don't like that type of attention.
But I feel like you present who you are, right? Or who you would like to be. I don't see a problem with that. Like, but I feel like you should treat everybody with respect. Exactly. Because everybody respect.
Don't approach me because of how I'm dressed. You think you'll get something from communicating with me. When I'm dressed down, you don't want to talk to me at all. So it's like, why run and talk to me when I'm looking like I just walked past you yesterday? Walked past you the day before that too.
But ain't that the fun part when somebody set an ideal of you and you blow that bitch out the water? Like, is it not one of the fun part? Like somebody trying to put you in the box that you can't fit in, and they find out actually who you are or what you can do, and it's like, oh, damn.
I normally feel a lot of disrespect on that path of them figuring it out. So I don't like taking those journeys.
Yeah, but me personally, right, I think presentation matters. a lot.
It's a part of marketing. Like it does. It's like peacocking.
Yeah, you definitely got to sell whatever you're trying to sell. I'm a real big proponent of selling what you're trying to sell, right? Because when we used to rap, right, we had a homeboy, and he was not finna wear them goddamn fake Jordans on stage with me.
I'm just saying, let that man live, though.
He could live not with them shoes on, because that was not gonna work for me. We can't be on stage talking all this money shit, and this nigga got on these Beale Street J's. That just was not gonna work for me.
I'm saying that was the newest color, though.
They was not a color.
Check my foot.
Wait, were they
You
clear
ain't got
ones?
these.
Were they clear?
Nah. They was. I don't even remember what they were. Them shits was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. They were bad.
They was terrible, and I was like, no.
It didn't match the music at all.
And the reason I said I developed that a long time ago, but I seen it like firsthand. It was a dude that was, I don't even remember this guy's name, but we did a couple of songs with them, and he was amazing. This dude was an amazing rapper. I don't even remember dude's name. I just remember he was a little fat, sloppy looking dude, right? Mm-hmm. And like all his clothes looked dirty. He always looked dirty. But when he was rapping, and it was always money shit, drug selling shit, cool. And it was amazing. The rhyme pattern, the cadence flow, all that shit was amazing. And they went to perform, and nobody could believe what he was saying.
I'm saying
because it didn't match. The package didn't match what you were trying to give me.
He was manifesting.
Yeah, but no.
He was talking it into existence.
No, it just wasn't. It wasn't working. And I was like, that if he would have had
I wonder
the correct
who
packaging,
he is and where he is now.
That would be a great thing. I would like to know this. I don't even remember bro's name.
Yeah, I get it. If it ever randomly pops in your head.
It won't.
But who's the fool if he actually had everything he said? He just chose to look the way he did.
He didn't have it.
How do you
I'm saying, yeah.
Because
you're giving us your preconceived notion. You didn't know that man. You can't even remember his name.
But I was around. I seen him. I seen him on more than one occasion.
Okay.
I just don't remember his name.
Okay.
And he didn't have it.
Okay.
And he looked like he didn't have it.
So you're saying he was lying. So of course you have to back up a lie. But when it's something that
no, I don't have to. If I'm wrong, I don't have any problem saying that I'm wrong.
No. I'm saying you're saying he was rapping a lie, and you should back up your lie. Is what I'm saying. You should look how you're saying.
If you're trying to sell me a product, look like you're trying to sell me that product.
If you're really that guy, what do I need to impress you for?
Because you have to look like whatever image you're trying to sell me.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If you're trying to sell a product, you don't have to look like you're trying to sell me that product.
Product sells itself.
No, it don't.
Yeah,
Why does it not?
You have to sell the product.
No, sir.
Nah.
A great product is a great product, and it walks on its own.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
Not everything.
From your family past, you should definitely understand what I'm telling you.
I'm the one who came up with it. So
when I say when you're dedicated to missing the point,
No.
it doesn't matter.
No.
We already know that he agrees, but he's gonna argue down why. No, not this time.
because that's not.
It's the same thing.
That one, no, that's an outlier. Because every product is, because the same thing with shoes, the same thing with product. You got on a Nike sweatshirt, right? A lot of people will only buy that same sweatshirt if it's a Nike sweatshirt. It doesn't matter if it's the same from the same company. If it don't got that Nike symbol on it, they don't want it.
So did we not just say the product sells itself? You just made my point. The product is Nike.
No, the product is the sweatshirt.
No.
The
It's
branding.
Nike.
No, you ain't listening to me.
The product is the symbol.
Thank you.
So what's the sweatshirt?
The platform.
Yeah.
The sweatshirt is the platform.
What are we talking
no,
about?
the
platform of
product.
the
The
symbol.
product is the sweatshirt. The brand is the brand. That's what sells the sweatshirt. The brand. If the brand don't look right, you are your brand,
I would
right?
argue that the brand is the product.
Yeah.
Like it's not the actual product. Like McDonald's, for example, they don't sell hamburgers. McDonald's is a real estate company. So it's like it can look like something that it ain't and be way more profitable on the
I
other
ain't never
end.
ate a house at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's not how it works. But okay.
So that ain't you gotta expound on that
Coca-Cola
one.
is not a soda company, it's a bottling company. Like the recipe for the soda does not matter. They sell bottles. Like with McDonald's being a real estate company, they lease the land out to franchisees. Like they get paid off the land and not actual hamburgers.
Right, but what has to be sold in said property and in said bottles matters.
The logo matters.
No, it doesn't, because Coke went through that before, where they tried to change the recipe for Coke, and it tanked.
How many different versions of Coke do they have right now?
Oh, hundreds.
You're talking about an international company right now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm finna tell you what happened when they tried to change.
I'm talking about what they are right now. And whatever you're talking about that failed, if you go to the world of Coca-Cola right now, they have all the success stories sitting right in your face. Mm-hmm. All the changed, different syrups, no syrup. They have all those things.
So you think they could just sell bottles? So you think they can put nothing? You can put nothing in the bottle and just sell the bottle, and it'll do the same thing.
Evidently, if you're talking about one of them failed, and they probably brought that bit right back inside that bottle that they sell.
No, they didn't, because it almost tanked the company.
Okay, and that's probably why they went to the. No, they didn't do that. That was because of the recipe. Yeah. But no, they're a bottling company.
What made you come to that conclusion? Because that's interesting.
I can bring up the articles and stuff that I've read, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But it's
so you taking somebody's word?
That's everything in life.
But he just tried to tell me it wasn't.
Wait, what?
Cause when he said, so somebody told you that. When I was talking about when you die, your hair just grows. Your hair keeps growing, right?
Yeah, and you said I'm going off with somebody else. Right. So what are we saying?
I'm saying, so you also doing that. That's what I'm saying. You also doing that too, right?
Who's disagreeing that?
I'm not saying you don't understand. I'm just asking. I'm just confirming.
That's not a aha.
I'm confirming.
I'm confused of why you're bringing that up. I already confirmed.
Just to come back around, if you got it, you don't have to display it. Whatever it is going to do itself.
Not necessarily.
If you don't see Bill Gates out here in motherfucking $10,000 suits, which he could clearly afford.
He probably does wear 10,000 suits. You just don't know it's $10,000.
How many times have you seen Bill Gates in a suit?
I don't know if I've ever seen Bill Gates.
What? Well, I've seen him quite a few times.
And how you know what he? But how you know what he had on didn't cost $10,000?
Yeah,
oh damn! It's actually in the title.
Coca-Cola Bottling Company. So that means they put things in bottles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But back to what we were talking about. How you know that he...
What do you mean?
How do you know what he has on doesn't cost $10,000?
Because it doesn't, sir.
How do you know that?
You're right. I'm not in the clothes.
Yeah, you don't know what anybody paid for anything.
But he doesn't look. He doesn't look what you're saying.
So he doesn't look the part.
No, that ain't that what you said. You're supposed to look what you want. Like you're supposed to look.
But he's selling computer software. Yeah. How do you look like a computer software person? If you're trying to rap is a genre of music that people have to believe you in order for it to be popular. Mm-hmm. You believe that, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're telling me you're a drug dealer with a lot of money and a lot of women, you might want to look like you got a lot of money.
That was majority of early 2000 music, and they all wore just big white t-shirts and big pants and shoes. They didn't look like they was like, oh, you got a lot of money.
What he said.
No, those were the gangster people.
Nah, they were talking about drugs and money.
One of the biggest drug dealers shot him. And he had it. Gee, what are we doing here?
But what? No. All these people y'all referring to, right? Shout It Low.
Look like J's.
No, they didn't.
Bruh.
Shout It Low look like a J?
I'm just saying.
Jeezy look like a J.
Sometimes
they didn't look like big time.
It's debatable. Some of his interview things I seen like, oh, that guy looked a little rough when he got started. because he was already selling bricks though, but he still looked rough.
Says you.
The nigga said him.
Says him.
Yeah.
Right, but that don't make it factual. right? Like, because he's selling you a product, right? So I got to tell you this story because
Sometimes you just see situations and be like, bro, I ain't have to lie about that. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take his word for it.
a lot of people don't have to lie, but they choose to. The nigga say he from Atlanta, but he not from Atlanta. He's from Hawkinsville.
You know, I get it, and that's where
You
his
see what I'm saying?
interviews were.
And he doesn't use his real name. The nigga says Jay Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
You
sold
see
dope.
what? Right, but that don't make him a big drug dealer.
Oh no, he was big down there. He was that guy down there because he got it from up here.
You know that because of certain situations, right?
Yeah, but,
You see what I'm-
but everybody believed it, right? The way he
Eventually.
looked. I know eventually.
No,
off the rip.
eventually
from the jump.
they did not.
Nigga.
No, they
Well,
did
no,
not believe it
not when
initially.
he was, Young Jay,
when he
though.
was Young Jay, people did not believe
Yeah, I
it.
don't even know about no young.
Exactly. They did not believe it until he associated himself with a certain group of people who made it look believable.
And also on that note, people used to get away with product just by putting that stamp on stuff. I know plenty of
Yeah,
people
because
that walked up-
that's branding.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
but
And we're saying what's inside of it. People buy it because of the stamp.
yeah, the product,
Because of the
product-
brand.
But the product sells.
That's what I'm
itself.
saying. Because of the brand. If you take the brand off, people don't buy that same product. That's what I'm saying. You are, as a rapper, you are the brand. You have to look like what you trying to sell me. Record execs say this shit all the time. Yeah, he sounds nice, but we can't sell him.
I think he made our point.
How did I make your point? You're not listening. People, the brand,
I think he made our point.
the brand makes the difference.
He
That
just
same,
said if you change the logo on it, then people won't buy it, right?
and that's what I just said.
So didn't we just say that it's the logo that sells the product?
Yeah, because that's
So
So
it doesn't
y'all-
matter what's inside of whatever it is, it's the logo on it that sells it. You just made our point.
So what I'm saying to you, the brand matters. That's what I'm saying. So are you saying what I'm saying? Because I'm saying as a rapper, you have to look like what you're selling me. Right? Because nobody's going home with you to know if you really have these things when they meet you, right? So Rollo was a prime example. Rollo said he was losing money when he first started doing shows because he was spending so much to get to the show because nobody believed this little boy had all this money, right? So when he started to get actual money from rap, people were like, oh shit, he really did have all that money. So his
That kinda
presentation...
goes back to what you said about you can have it and not look like it, but still have it.
you got it. Yeah.
No.
So again, he approved another one of
No, you aren't listening.
I heard
because I
everything
said
you said.
he looked like it. People didn't believe it. So he was losing money because he wanted to look the part.
I didn't hear the look like it part. I just heard he was spending so much money to.
Why
get to the show.
would he be spending money if he not trying to look the part?
You're talking about action and physical appearance now.
All I know is
The action of spending the money is showing
He-
that you got it, no matter what you got on.
He's trying to look the part of a rapper, so
So
it cost
he's
him
spending a lot of
money, and he was losing money because
my question: did T.I. look like he sold a lot of drugs?
No,
when he came out,
no.
when he came, yeah, I didn't hear about T.I. until he was on BET. So yes,
You say he looked like he did?
yes, the first video, yes,
Oh wow. Okay.
I never heard of him before the first song.
I mean, even the first song, even his like the rubber bands and stuff, like he didn't.
Yeah,
look
when
like
he had the gold teeth and the hat, he didn't.
He didn't. The first video he didn't have no gold teeth. He didn't.
What's the first?
I'm
video?
talking about that.
the with Beanie Man.
That was first video. I
Yeah,
thought it was God damn it.
no, the song that was produced by the Neptunes. That he
Come
shot
on,
at.
I'm
That he,
serious?
yeah, that he shot at the bounce.
I don't even remember that shit.
Let me look at it. Wait, stop. You can-
Yeah, so people.
But I tell you one thing, we damn sure got all the way off the.
Yeah, we definitely got on top
Way
of it. This is what makes this fun, right? But the branding matters, and you as a rapper are the brand, right? That same shirt, if not having that Nike logo on it, does not appeal to the same audience, right? That's what I'm saying. So once you add the Nike symbol to it, now it's more appealing. So if it doesn't look like a Nike hoodie, I don't want it. But once you put the Nike hoodie on it,
That's
the Nike
classism,
logo,
my man. That's classism.
The first
No, that's called marketing.
Dope Boys.
That's classism.
Dope Boys in the Trap.
that's not
That's the
that.
first. That's his first single, bro.
No,
And then came to I'm Serious. That's on the same album, but Dope Boys in the Trap was his first one.
the first video I
But that
seen.
doesn't take that
Yeah.
the first time he
Yeah, he
saw
said,
him.
yeah.
The first
But he
video I
looked, he
seen.
looked exactly the same in both of those videos. Like he didn't look like he was.
I
the
didn't
guy.
see when. Look,
Yeah, he did. I don't even know why he's
Yeah,
like,
like,
but
he
maybe he
didn't-
had on a suit. Did he have on a suit?
No,
do
not
Dope
at all.
Boys look
No,
like
no,
yeah,
no. The
yeah.
Beanie Man. In the
the
Beanie Man.
Beanie Man had on linen.
T.I.
No, I'm saying what did T.I. have on?
T.I. did not start dressing like he had money to the T.I. vs. Tip album, and that is fucking.
What do you consider dressing like you had money though? Because
Probably
we talking
put on a
about,
suit.
but we talking about street stuff, right? Street money don't look like corporate money. So street money is I got on a polo shirt, some jeans, some Air Force Ones.
Remember that?
What he had on?
Man, you see this black tees, fucking cap.
That's a nigga. You talking about an album cover?
He was the same way in video. I gotta pull up the video for you. Don't
So
worry.
no,
Yeah,
no. But does
Yeah,
that look?
but
Does
that-
that
the
not look like
reference was-
street money?
No.
Black t-shirts don't look like street money. T-shirts.
Nigga.
Can you see his
For-
shoes?
for that era.
Can you see his shoes?
for that era? For the snap
I'm
music
serious.
era?
That wasn't snap music. That was before snap music era. That was still dope Dilla music era. You see what I'm saying?
There might be black Air Force Ones. I'm not
Those
sure.
is Tim's. He got on Tim's
Are those
and a
Tim's?
trap suit.
Yeah.
Does it not look like he in the trap?
Doesn't
No,
look like
it
money
looked
to
like a
me.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Did mechanics and trap niggas not look the same? The dope boys not wear trap suits,
They did.
right?
They.
So does that not look like he in the trap? If dope boys also wore trap suits,
It looked like he stole his big brother Dickie suit.
everybody clothes
look like
too
it
big.
looked like he worked in the freezer. It didn't look like he was like that. Looked like work outfit.
That
That didn't
looked
look
like-
like that. That didn't look like I'm flexing
Okay,
outfit.
so that don't look like I'm flexing, right? But he sold you lyrically, right?
yeah.
So it was something about him, even in that made it look different, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is he still had to sell it. He had a great product.
Yeah,
he
no,
had to sell. Right?
I get what you're saying.
Well, the most infamous person of this thing, right? What I'm talking about is Rick Ross, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before Rick Ross had the beard and all that shit, he was a struggling rapper. Most people only know him from the Slip and Slide era, right?
Mm-hmm.
But his first record deal was on Suave House, and they could not sell him because he did not look like what he was talking about.
Okay, what about Drake?
Drake came prepackaged.
Because he's definitely gone through some look transitions.
Yeah,
He just got
but-
the beard recently. Well, no, it's been a while
but
now.
every look, right? He sold. And when he first came out, he was trying to be a cool nigga, right? And the first mixtape, he looked like a cool
Can we say
nigga.
that? Okay, it's cool, but how did he sell the tough guy image, bro? How did it happen?
How he got to the tough guy image?
How did he do it?
But people like to paint Drake as this. I don't.
His lyrics are aggressive, sir. He does it in a mild tone
Tell me
way.
an aggressive Drake lyric.
Anything alluding to smashing your girl.
How is that aggressive? Because I
That
fuck
was
your
my
girlfriend.
wife. Like, what are we talking about?
How is that aggressive? Because I could fuck your girlfriend. That's not aggressive.
See, even you
That's
thinking
not
that
tough.
calm tells me that you might need some therapy. sir.
That's not tough.
That's aggressive. That's
That's
aggressive.
tough?
That's an aggressive statement to make towards somebody.
Did I fuck your girlfriend? That's tough. Or does that mean I can get bitches?
if you married and a dude come to you and be like, hey, like, yeah, I just fucked your wife, you gonna be like, oh, no, that's cool, bro. Good job.
So you would consider Trey Songz an equally tough guy?
Bro, that's speaking tough. Yes.
Telling somebody I could fuck your girl, saying I could fuck your girlfriend, that's tough talk.
When it's directed directly to you about your girl, yes.
I don't think that's tough talk.
And I just said that
It's
you
tough-
might need some therapy.
Tough
I just
talk
said
is
that.
saying that I'll physically do something to you.
Nah.
Not I could fuck your girlfriend.
Nah, that's. I guess we can call that passive aggressive.
That may be passive aggressive, but that's not aggressive. Aggressive is talking about physical harm to somebody.
You're taking it as the I shoot you in the face aggressive.
Or I do some form of bodily harm to you.
Yeah.
That's aggressive. Do you think me saying that I could fuck your girlfriend is aggressive?
Yeah.
Why is that aggressive?
Because it comes with the undertone of nigga, hey, I don't care what you say. You better be a bad nigga. Say, nigga, I'll fuck your bitch in front of you.
Who? How? Why does it have? You just said it aggressively. That doesn't make it an aggressive action.
No.
If I said it, if we were sitting around talking about, bro, I could fuck your old lady.
Bro, what you mean?
Tank,
I mean,
What you mean?
I just mean I think I could fuck your old lady.
So
Yeah,
you
you
think
finna
that
fight, yeah.
you would be
You
me
mine.
if somebody said that to you in this situation? You'd be like, hold on, bro. Like, what you mean?
Yeah,
Like you did,
But
you
that's-
disrespect.
but
You're disrespectful.
It's disrespectful,
That's
not
aggressive.
aggressive.
No. Disrespect is aggressive because you don't care what comes back from the disrespect.
No, that's. I don't think
Bro, that's the
aggressive.
only reason you disrespect somebody because you know there's nothing they can do to you. At least
True.
in your mind, you like, nigga,
True.
fuck that nigga.
True.
And I don't have to be angry about it.
True. True. Because I'm definitely one of those people. If I'm disrespecting you because I'm looking for something to happen,
Yeah,
that's very true. That's okay. So I
Yeah, we'll clear
concede
that
that
up.
one.
Yeah.
I concede that one. But I
How
still
long did we
don't.
take on that? 6 minutes.
I still, but I still don't. I don't look at Drake as an aggressive guy because even Trace, I don't look at them as tough guys.
Who
I
was
just-
the singing dude? I be robbing these niggas.
Life?
He look
Life.
like he be robbing niggas though.
Yeah, he looked
Yeah.
like.
But he don't look like he can sing like that.
I mean,
He couldn't sing
did he
like
really? He couldn't really sing. He just made it melodic. But
that's
so
pretty ass. But
yeah, he wasn't a great singer.
So,
I like some of
But
his songs.
I mean, he was cool. But it was
listen,
like.
man, I just say I hope the producer got his check. You know what I mean?
But yeah, like people like Drake, people like Trey Songz, I don't consider them aggressive, even though they saying what they
Aggressive
saying.
things, yeah.
Yeah, because
They sold it to you.
You know why?
I mean, it's probably
why?
You're biased.
Because you feel like you can beat their ass.
and not even that.
No,
like,
no. It boils down to that simple.
because I probably can see myself in them saying that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me personally, I looked at music differently, right? Like music, I feel like music does infiltrate and play a part in your rearing, right? Like who you become.
Ain't nobody reared me for music. Go ahead.
You definitely been reared. But I don't feel like
Just want to know. Wasn't me.
And you better not erase it.
Wasn't me.
but I just don't. I like music. I feel like music plays a part in people's lives, right?
Yeah.
And they take from it what they feel that they're okay with, right? Like drugs. I never wanted to do drugs, so drug references never did anything for me, right? But when I heard niggas talking about fucking bitches, that's what I like, right? I like girls. I always like girls, so it made me be. I like cool niggas. Like I like Isley Brothers and shit like that. So I like smooth shit, right? So when I hear niggas talk smooth about fucking bitches, I was like, yeah, that's the kind of shit that I like. So it's not foreign to me to try to fuck a nigga girlfriend, especially if I don't like him. Right?
Therapy, sir.
But-
I might do. I might need some, but
because you know that's not right.
I
Just
mean,
like,
it's not right,
I feel
but-
the same way you do, but I control that urge. It sounds
no,
like
I'm
you
not-
just be like, I don't like you. We doing it. Okay,
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Now.
What I'm saying, like, but
You control the urge?
Yeah,
You control the urge.
yeah.
On radio, we gonna sit here and lie? Go ahead and give me that last. Please. Just tell her what yeah, please. Please and thank you.
but that was
Even if it was like
He-
a lie, it was still just me.
And he ain't say he can't control it. He didn't say he never loses to it. He just said he controls the urge. So in most cases,
Yeah,
and he didn't say that he didn't like that girlfriend. He didn't say that.
yeah, and
You
that's
see,
different.
you see what I'm saying? It's different because he wants it to be different.
Exactly. I'm dedicated to missing the point.
But I just like that's what made me like that's the kind of me like okay. So when I hear a nigga talking about I fuck that nigga old lady, I was like that sounds like some shit that I would be into. So that's what made it cool for me. Like sex and shit, sex music is what drew me in, not drug dealing me. Like I like that. I like the tough shit, but that was never really.
So you pick and choose what affects you because you clearly listen.
I
to
mean,
both.
you choose what you connect with.
Yeah. So
You see what I'm saying? Like I don't connect with the drug stuff because I like in my core, I never wanted to do drugs.
You're a liar.
But oh,
All of us, like, What's the D4L dude? I'm starting.
No, I didn't say I didn't like drug music. I said I've never done drugs.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not
But you were
saying-
talking about basically confirming your bias with the music. But even though you're not into doing drugs,
No, I didn't say I didn't like it. That's not what I'm saying.
But my thing
I'm
is,
talking about confirming your bias. Like you're saying, you normally don't like music that you don't connect with.
That's not what I said.
Okay, that's
I said what I pull from the music, what I connect with. I didn't say I don't like it.
Okay, I got you.
Because I'm from a family of people that partake in these
Nah,
things.
he's lying. He's a liar.
What am I lying about now?
I don't know.
Right. But yeah, no. I love all kinds of music. I made drug dealer music. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I can't say that. Yeah, I don't like. But no, like, but music that I connect with is normally.
So does music really rear you, as you said, or are you picking your path as you go? Because you listen to as much drug dealer as you have the smooth "I'll Take Your Bitch" music.
If not more.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the more music that connected with me was like, so what's innately in me was that I like that. I don't like this for real for me.
Everybody know you're a hoe and it's in you, but we just saying that's what you chose.
Wow.
Right.
Whoa.
Right. So I chose
Where's the
like
respect?
hoe in me, chose hoe music that I like. So that's
I see why you having that.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So
see.
and
man.
that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
a hoe, man, cool. I've done some lot of whole things in my life, and I ain't even gonna say that I'm not proud of them. Okay, I was happy to do it,
Hey, that's the whole truth.
and I wouldn't take none of it back.
How about?
They made me who I am. So
Nah.
You made
Nah.
yourself.
Yeah. I'm
yeah,
self-made.
those actions mold you.
Yeah. Now you do get assistance, so you can't really say self.
Yeah, I don't think there's no such thing.
I
as
made
self-
the final choice.
If you're picking, if you're at a buffet, even though it's laid out for you, you're still picking what you put on your plate. So you're made it yourself.
You talking about a plate and
Yeah, that's
who
what you are. You're adding who you are. You're adding to yourself. Oh, I won't do this. I won't do that. I won't do that. You're picking what the fuck what you gravitate to.
But you also have to factor in genetics and things like that, and other people's choices as
Genetics
well.
is more physical. Mental is.
No. You're predisposed to some things from your genetics.
I respectfully disagree, but that has to be another show because we can get deep into that shit.
We definitely get we not on top here.
Not at all. We
Right,
that goddamn bus left.
I'm talking about that shit left quickly.
Yeah, this is just a conversation.
That shit left quickly.
Oh man.
But yeah, and you also are the product of other people's choices before you could make them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like choices you making for your son right now that he can't make for himself will have a lasting effect on him his whole life.
Like where he lives.
No, he
No,
could change that. But you talking
His
about like
son can change
What you
that?
saying? Like
where
more
he
so-
lives eventually or
Yeah,
right now?
I'm talking about
What
right
you saying?
now.
Physical
Yeah.
stuff like as in shots and vaccinations. And
That,
stuff?
that
too.
too.
But
Yeah.
just
But
things that
anything
you
else?
choose for him, like me, right? Like I grew up wearing Nikes and stuff, so I'm not a fan of a lot of other things because I'm predisposed to liking Nike, the branding, because it's what I'm used to, it's what I'm comfortable with.
No, but you're used to it because you chose to go along with it. You had
Yeah,
plenty
because
of
people
time.
started purchasing it for me before I could choose it myself.
My mama purchased Payless shoes for me for quite a long time.
And nigga,
When
you
I
don't
got-
wear shoes
When
now.
I got a chance, I didn't keep buying them. So what the fuck are we talking about?
You don't. I mean, you don't buy shoes.
Yes, I do. I got quite a few goddamn shoes.
Do you wear them?
Yeah, bitch.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't put clothes on.
Okay.
I mean, he wears slides. Those
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
you
no,
wear
no, no,
slides.
no, no,
I know he
I'm not
tennis
saying you
shoes, too.
don't have them,
to
and I'm
go
not
to the
saying
games,
it, but
you gotta have shoes on.
I have shoes with many places. I don't care for them because, again, my mother dressed me all the time, but I don't like clothes. So guess what I did? Limit my clothes. So it doesn't. You make your own choices, bro. That's
so
nothing-
decisions they made for you made you choose something, right? I said they have an effect on you.
No, you're going to
You
choose
said
regardless. You're going to choose regardless. Like either nigga, you're going to wear it or you're not. Like that's on you.
What
chose.
he's saying is they put clothes on you for you to discover that you don't want clothes on.
Nigga, you can do that with anything. You can
My
play that
parents,
back and forth.
I grew up in the house with people using drugs. I chose to not do drugs because I saw them do drugs. They made decisions that I could not alter. So they made decisions for me by using drugs and letting me see them do drugs. And I made decisions for myself as well that, yeah, I don't want to do that.
High five.
That was
You see what I'm saying?
no. That was a decision you made on your own. Yes, what they
It was
did-
not a decision that I made on my own for them to let me see them do drugs, women.
No. What I'm saying, that's the decision they made to let you see drugs. You had a choice then. If you didn't have a choice, then you would have done drugs because they showed you what it was to do drugs.
That's what I said. You also have to make a decision. They chose something. I chose something. I said that you are a mixture. That's what I said.
No, you're not. You're your own person. You make your own decisions. Now, yeah, you see and experience stuff along, but it's your decision.
But what he's saying is you don't choose to see everything that you see to make the choice that you make.
Yeah, but what you see doesn't dictate your choice, is what I'm saying.
It does.
It does.
Okay.
Because it becomes a thought, which becomes an action.
You put it on one side of the fence or the other. And
Yeah, you're
either-
going to do that regardless.
But you don't choose to see the thing that you're putting on either side of the fence. You just happen to interact with it and say, oh, this experience, do I want to do this again or do I don't? That's
No.
where you make the
No.
decision.
But, okay, true or false? You had to decide at some point in time in your life to do or not to do drugs, right?
Yes.
Whether you seen it or you didn't.
I don't know.
The fuck you mean? You nigga,
I can't tell you what it would be like if I never saw them do drugs.
you
Because
still
I saw
had-
them.
You still had to choose if you wanted to do drugs or not. At some
Right.
point in
At some
time through
point,
your
yeah.
life.
And what I'm saying to you is what I saw made it unappealing to me.
Yeah, and that's fine. But
And
that-
so when it came time for me to make the decision, I chose to make the one that was appealing, which was to not do drugs.
yeah, that's fine. But either way, you had to choose to do or not to do drugs.
But if I never saw them do it, who knows what choice I would have made?
I do. You wouldn't have did it because it's not something that's in you.
We cannot say I wouldn't have chosen that because I
I don't
never.
see how it fell apart.
Yeah, we
You see-
couldn't. We couldn't. You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
But you.
We're not talking theory here. Like we're like real life experience. Like
No, I get the real, and I'm not minimizing what you saw or what you experienced. I'm saying either way.
I don't care if you minimize it or not. What I'm saying is,
Motherfucker.
I agree with him.
what I'm saying is, I saw it and I said, yeah, that ain't for me. Because they made decisions for me, and then I had to make some decisions for myself. So decisions that you gonna make for your son, he will also choose to do that or do something different. Like we was talking about earlier.
Life, nigga, that's a standard. You're gonna choose to do one thing or the other. That's
Right, but who knows what choice you'll make if you never have to come in contact with the other thing.
you're always gonna come in contact with what you have to come in contact with. You were going to come in contact with drugs regardless.
But who's to say that I will come into contact with drugs at the age that I came in contact
It
with
doesn't
drugs?
matter about the age.
It does, though. It does. Things that happen to you young, that's called trauma, Wayman.
Yeah, and I'm not that huge on trauma in this.
You don't
in
think
this
trauma's
long-term
real?
effect. I'm not huge on it. It's certain things, but I don't believe everything fits into that trauma box.
And I agree with him. And I think we've had a conversation about dragging 15 minutes through the entire day.
Yeah, but that's because we choose that, right?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of choose the level of trauma that we live in too.
Yeah, but everybody doesn't deal with trauma the same way.
I mean, no, I
So
agree
just
with
because we're able to deal with it in effect, because and let's be honest, right? We all were raised with men who didn't allow us to see them be vulnerable, right? Mm-hmm. Like your dad grew up with a physical handicap, and you never let him see. He never let you see that slow him down.
No.
He always did whatever he wanted to do, right? Mm-hmm. So that gave you more women like, you know what? I ain't shit can stop me if he can do this, and he got to deal with that. Goddamn it, I can do anything that I want to do, right? And so we see this, and we become who we are because of things we see. Right, so your dad put that in you,
But guess what? I could have chose to went the other way, and
but you chose to do it this way. Like
it was my choice. I get that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
had to
but
choose
you
either way.
You didn't pick to choose that example though.
and you didn't pick to choose that as
Like
your
you didn't pick
dad.
your parents.
Yeah, that's a given. That's
Right,
that's
so
correct. You're correct in that.
that's where the conversation is at when you're in the phase of where you can't choose for yourself. like as you get older, you can kind of position yourself where you want to be. Like I said, with your son, he can't up and move tomorrow because he.
And like you said, you want to live. You want to leave behind a situation to where your son is proud to be your son, right? Mm-hmm. That has a lot to do with who you are and who he sees you as.
But the thing is, the point at which you don't have a choice is so minute to the point to where you do choose. That's what I'm trying. The point where you can't choose, nigga, is like this much time frame in your life as opposed to this.
But it's in the most important time of your life. Like, I think the first 1 to 6 years is your brain.
That's the formative years.
That's when you can't make any of the choices yourself. You're just absorbing information. So wherever you are, you're going to pick up what's around you. Mm-hmm.
That's why you see. That's why you see. That's why you. But see, that's why you see a lot of children go to school and get in trouble for touching people because they see people touching people at home inappropriately. And right, so they go to school and start touching on little girls and shit, and they get in trouble because they don't know that that's not acceptable.
1000%. Average lifespan, what, 75? We'll say.
Hell no.
I mean, I'll even give you that, right?
But let's go with 75. Go ahead. Go. What you getting to? Go with what you get. Go with what you're pointing to.
70. I mean,
75.
6 times 69. I mean, 6 versus 69. Which one is greater?
The 69.
So you have way more fucking time to decide and mold who the fuck you are and what you want to be as opposed to what was given to you.
But not necessarily, because in those 6 years is when your brain was formed. These are when your mannerisms are formed. All that shit is formed. So you may spend that next 69 years trying to unlearn shit that you learned in them first 6.
Yeah, it shouldn't take you 69 years.
It just because it might not take you, right, don't mean that. Wait, who's to say that you average? You might be an exceptional motherfucker.
And I'm 9 times out of 10 average, which is fucking fine because most people are fucking average. That's why it's average. Which
you may be average looking, but you may be an exceptional.
Oh no, I'm exceptional looking.
No, you a real regular looking nigga.
No.
I just want to re-know.
You didn't start it.
Nah, because me and you have had this conversation versus regular and exceptional, right? And we came to that you may not be a regular type person mentally, because I don't feel I'm a regular type person mentally. Right? I think about shit differently than most people. As do you. As do you. As the other people that we hang around. Right? We don't view shit the way regular people view shit. That's how we were able to come to the conclusion of water and boxes. Most people would not have been able to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Most people try to argue way longer than you should have.
You see what I'm saying? So your formative years matter way more than the years you spend trying to, because even with that, but even with that, but even with that 6, right? You still got to take into account schooling. The shit that you're doing out of school, you spend a lot of time trying to unlearn bullshit that you had to grow up with that you didn't have no control over. You see what I'm saying? You don't believe you gotta unlearn nothing from school?
You do unlearn stuff, but it doesn't take the amount of time.
It doesn't take you.
Yeah.
You keep trying to.
I'm not the only person, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sitting there like.
If we're speaking in generalities, like, how many people do you think generally cannot come to school on a regular basis but still pass that grade?
Man, 45%.
45.
Yeah, school is fucking slow. That shit's retarded.
Yeah, it is, and it's way more than that. That's not gonna be missing class and then coming back and then pass. Like, bro, like. You're exceptional when it comes to thought process, and it's okay.
Like I said,
nigga, you made me stop playing a football. You made me stop playing Madden, bro. That nigga, you have a coach's brain, Wayman. You're a football coach. You look at shit way different than regular people. I'm just trying to play the football game. You was actually structuring shit, and I'm like, this is not fun for me. This was not fun.
Did he just change the coach?
This nigga changed the play flow. He trying to run the ball, shift left. I'm like, what the fuck is that nigga? Let me run the ball. What the fuck?
No, that's funny. People get mad too.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm not taking away that
there
it's not
are a
funny.
lot of people, right? But there are way more that don't think. And I'm not even gonna say like us. There are just way more that don't.
So
think.
is it a choice that they don't think? Do they choose? Because
Everything is a choice.
ignorance is bliss, right? So they choose to go and lean on the fact that
I heard somebody
else,
break that word down, right?
ignorance or bliss.
Yes, ignorance.
Okay.
He was like, ignorance is that you don't know, right? But the root word in ignorance is ignore, which is willfully to do so. So how can you just not be knowing if you willfully try not to know it?
Which makes sense.
I mean,
We're saying ignorance
it's
is
very
bliss.
possible.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's, you see what I'm saying? So most people don't like the way most people have a regular brain. They do A, B, they do A, B. And that's what they go with because that's what makes them comfortable. Most people want to be comfortable and not have to think so much.
I don't even think it's most people. I think all people are trying to be comfortable, and it goes back to childhood and what you think normal is. I think everybody's kind of searching for that.
Well, I don't think I had a normal childhood. So
I mean,
I definitely
the
don't.
parts that you feel are normal, you add to your life.
But you defined your normal now, right? Like you have a normal routine, right?
I just go to work.
Do you
That's
have
a
a
normal
normal routine?
routine.
That's normal.
Yeah, and other things you do more than that throughout the day. I mean, you do work your ass out, but you do other shit. Was all that shit done to you or done for you when you was younger?
What you mean? I don't know
Like,
what
did
you're
you
saying.
see was what you do now modeled for you when you was younger?
Yeah, I got my
To the
work.
T?
I got my work ethic from my dad.
I know that. I know
That's what I'm saying. Like, so,
But the rest of the stuff throughout the day.
like the rest of the stuff throughout the day are things that I had to pick up on my own because I don't know what he did throughout the day. But I do know the way that I interact in my relationships is similar to the way that he reacted in his. You see what I'm saying?
So would you say that you picked up how to be in a relationship with your parents, but not how to
I
be
picked
a
up.
parent?
I picked up a man from what I saw my dad do. Right, so that's what I mimicked.
But that's
Right,
because-
good or bad. That's just what my view of
Yeah,
a man.
but-
No, but
your
you thought it
view
was
of
good.
him-
Like you got a good view of him.
No,
because-
no. I'm not saying that everything he
I'm
did was
asking.
good.
No, I'm asking. You have a good view of your dad. Overall, your dad was a good.
Do I
man.
think? Yeah,
Yeah, he was a
definitely
good man.
was.
So of course you would want to take qualities from a good man.
Right, but I also picked up some of his bad habits, right? Which was I tend to lose myself in relationships trying to go overboard and making a woman comfortable, which I saw my dad do, right? My dad was also a pushover. And so I also took that away from me, and I'm trying to unlearn that part of me.
It is called being a man. We all get fucked up.
But see, not everybody.
Yes,
You see
I
what
agree.
I'm
I agree
saying?
with that for real though. Cause I was just telling Kelvo nigga, we let people out way too easy. We could be out here fucking up way better than we doing, bro. Way better than we doing. Niggas out here giving girls the blues, bro.
You know, ironically, that's like my overall view of life. Like, I feel like I let a lot of people win, and they don't know that I let
Yeah,
them.
I do
Yeah,
that
I
too.
agree with
I
that.
definitely give people way more passes than
Oh,
they
yeah.
deserve. I just
Okay,
let
that.
people because for one, I don't give a fuck that much. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about you that much to let you stress me.
Yeah.
So
That's
if
what
you
it's
if you feel the need to have it, go ahead.
for. Get at it, buddy.
You see, I tell people that all the time. I don't need to tell you who I am. I just let you do you, and then if I need to express it to you, then I tell you, hey, chill out. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't never felt the need to feel this aggressive role of let me show you who I am because I'm dynamic. I don't feel the need to do that.
That shit takes too much energy.
Yeah, and
And then you gotta do it with everybody.
Yeah, because nobody believes what you did to the last
Right,
person.
it does.
you won't do it to me. Oh,
Oh, here we go again.
I gotta do it again. So, yeah, like it's just it's in essence we just said it's hard.
I mean,
That's how we just said it.
being a human being is a very unique experience, and it can get difficult if you don't balance it like mentally. Like, it's a lot of stuff that you go through that can traumatize you if you let it. That's
Yeah,
why
that's-
I understand what he's saying about trauma. Like, there's ways to get over it if you allow yourself to,
Yeah, but that's-
everybody doesn't have that ability.
And everybody doesn't want to get over it.
Right.
You have to understand that some people want to be the victim.
Yeah.
And that's male and female. That's who their personality is. I'm the victim. We don't want to be the victim. Therefore, I won't let you victimize me physically or mentally because I'm not going to let you see me break and I'm not going to let you beat me up. So either way, I'm not going to be your victim.
Hey, facts.
See what I'm saying?
I couldn't explain that any clearer or better.
As a species, though, we're very self-centered, though.
No,
I just thought about what you said. You like it was a very unique experience, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's thousands of creatures on this earth that got way more fucked up situations than us.
No, it's not even about.
I'm just saying unique. Yeah, I'm just thinking like, you know what I mean? You like
But-
we got a unique situation. Like,
But even those species would have a unique
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not
yeah, but so only thing he's saying is that
Because it's
this
what you
one,
know, 'cause that's what
this
you
one
specify.
is
Every-
you can't think
this one
outside
is
of-
unique.
It's
Yeah.
a delicate balance to everything.
Yeah,
but you have to have an inclusive mindset to realize that if, like you said, if you're just self-centered all the time, then it's not going to matter what anything else is doing.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be ignorant. It's going to be ignorance to its true definition. But to be aware, like you kind of can't turn that shit off.
Nah.
And that's the part that sucks.
Yeah.
That's why I say, y'all
Once you
be
see it.
woke if you want to, nigga. I'm stay sleep. Get this rest.
Nah, you ain't sleep, nigga.
Yeah,
you know
man.
way you.
Oh, yeah. You come telling me no.
But
you can't
it-
say good morning because it be smelly.
I ain't gonna say it's crazy.
Right, that's people just do too
It's
much.
doing way too much.
That's way extra.
Do y'all go? Well, it's not the words. It's never the words. It's an interesting concept to pick up on vibrations of how people act towards you. Like when they say phrases or movements, it's like it's a innate feeling that kind of your spidey senses start going off. Like, oh, this meant that. It can be wrong.
And you know what's crazy? Everybody can't pick up on vibes.
That's true.
I
Social
can't.
cues.
I'm not. I probably could, but
Nah,
I
you-
don't tune into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's perspectives, right? And you're always going to find what you're looking for. Like when the eagle's outside, it's definitely looking for something different than what we're looking for. So what it sees on its path is going to be different, even if we walk down the same path.
Even if y'all walking
know
the
what?
if you walking the same path that the eagle is flying, y'all gonna see totally different things. I agree.
You might be right because like some people you do just get away from. There don't be no explanation. There don't be nothing. You can even say like, "What's up?" or something. And it's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
It ain't no real reason. So yeah, I might do. I don't know. It's nothing. It's nothing I look for, like y'all said.
yeah.
Well, nah,
You don't let it dictate your mood.
I definitely pay attention to it. I can tell when the atmosphere changes of how we speaking, right? Like if me and you having a conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if I say something fucked up and you feel a way about it, I can tell in the way that in your tone that where we speak after that, I'm like, okay, that he felt some kind of way about
Yeah.
that. You see what I'm saying?
You can also tell when you impacted somebody because they start parroting your speech. They'll start
Parrot.
using your phrases.
That happens a lot in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
because
a-
you're influential.
That's
So-
a
And it
that's a
happens,
thing.
It happens for me and to get like because I say stuff.
Yeah.
And then I turn around, people be saying.
I mean, we tend to want to be influenced by what we think is good, and sometimes we fall to the influences that aren't so good.
Yeah.
So it's just, I mean,
That's just human nature.
that in a nutshell.
That's like that. Get back in the car. I get that from Kevin Hart. Them listen to that all the damn time. When they be getting off subject, they be like, "Man, get back in the car."
He definitely
No, bro.
We are walking beside. We done left that goddamn car, wherever that car
and
was.
it's on fire.
We left that car probably at 22 minutes.
And it's like what's that road trip when they jumped the ramp and then the car just yeah, that car's done.
Yeah, that one is a wrap. But this was a great conversation, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
for
The whole
sure.
thing.
It always is.
Yeah.
Like, it's good getting different perspectives, but from a credible source. Like, I just view you guys as credible sources.
You know,
Yeah,
all
because
things.
I definitely will say that iron sharpens iron.
Oh yeah,
And we gonna definitely get a different perspective, especially with you in the phase of life that you in right now.
Yeah.
And the phase that I'm in, like it's similar but vastly different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
A
you
lot of
just-
moving parts.
Yeah, and that's why I talk to y'all. Like I don't even try to confide in a lot of other people because I don't feel like they gonna get me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a certain
Except
level
this
of
regular ass
understanding.
nigga. This nigga so regular. He just
average Joe, baby.
look
Call
like
me AJ.
He look like an average Joe.
No, I look like a Greek goddess.
The Greek guy.
I just want to know for the final time. Wasn't me.
That's gonna conclude this episode. Great conversation again, guys.
Great banter. Great banter.
Yes.
I don't value a dollar, I value, loyalty, I value respect, character.